up, your 2026 New Orleans Saints.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And here we go from New Orleans. Brings in the kick at the 9. Showing a little burst so far. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And leading them began his college career way back in 2018. Now entering the NFL as a second-round pick. It's Tyler Shuck.
Kate, it's really obvious. Tyler has nothing to prove about his dedication to the game, and he put his body on the line collegiately. He got that covered across a 7-year career in a couple different stops. Evaluators, they love grit, and Tyler's got a lot of it.
Quickly to the air. Here's Shuck. Good strike downfield to Olave. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. Give him 25 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. One of the tight ends motions right. On play action, here's Shuck. Now he takes it. Ooh, got him close to the line to gain. Down to the 25, 3rd and maybe a yard.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Shuck running the sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Off the play action, Chuck. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for 2nd down and 13. Pressure coming, it's Shuck. Finds him over the middle. And the defense gets the stop to deny that 1st down, but still a very good gain. They picked up 12, 3rd and short.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
He keeps it himself. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 2.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Kamara running out of the gun. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Saints 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Saints finish up an excellent opening series. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
The extra point, here's Smith. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7. Falcons, nothing.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. On the return, here's D. Alford. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So out have the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out now in his 14th season, Brock. That's not bad for a 4th-rounder out of Michigan State back in 2012, huh? It is Kirk Cousins.
Well over a decade has started in this league, and Kirk Cousins put up some prolific numbers. The thing that's eluded him, despite all the stats, are those playoff opportunities and those marquee postseason victories. I think Kirk, his family, and everybody rooting for him hopes the final chapters of his career will contain some of those.
Cousins' first play is going to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st and 10 from the 32. On the play fake, it's Cousins. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backward. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Need to shake off that sack and quick. Here comes 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Hauled in by Mooney, left side. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
Oh, slow snap there, and it's blocked. And with the recovery there, that is exactly where possession's going to be turned over.
There was some vulnerability right up the middle, a punter's nightmare, and that's exactly where they attacked. Pressure got through, got a straight shot at the punter, who couldn't get it off in time.
2nd drive coming up for the Saints offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
The Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Shuck. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Taken in by Hill, right side. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shuck now from the gun. That's caught left side by Vele. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shuck working from the gun. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Now we'll have a field goal try coming up for the Saints. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. Smith able to put it through. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
Well, how about that? He gets to add a field goal to his extra point. And 2 series in, he knows he's played a big role in this one.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Alford now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. The Falcons taking the field for their 2nd drive. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Cousins now off the play fake. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week. They're in practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
On second down, Robinson has some daylight through the 40. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They got 21 yards on the play, and that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
First down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First and 10 from the 32. A toss now to Robinson. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. And play wrapped up by Demario Davis.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. It's a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Cousins. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, the Saints got to it.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The New Orleans offense set to go now. And here in the first, already up to a 10-0 advantage. First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's good for a Saints first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All set now, first and 10. Short side option here. He's running left. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. On the keeper, here's Shaw. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there, and they catch him behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? 3rd and long for him here. Hauled in by Olave, left side. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this is the punt you want every time. It bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. They lost it in enemy territory their last time out. Never a spot you want to fumble. So I imagine, Brock, it's going to be 2 hands on the football as they return to the field. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Cousins now. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. That throw is looking for Kyle Pitts. So it'll be 3rd down.
What a great fight from those blockers to keep buying him time in the pocket to find a throw. You wish that effort could have been rewarded with a completion.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
Still fighting forward. He's to the 10. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons reduce the lead to just 4. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Zane Gonzalez on for the point after try. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons cut it to a field goal game.
Falcons 7.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. He fields it from the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Saints come marching onto the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. The throw left side finds Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. Leonard Floyd bringing that play to a close.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Running behind center with Kamara. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. David Onyemata there for the stop.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
The Falcons go a nickel, 3rd down. throwing now on 3rd and 2. Has it downfield near the boundary. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. On play action, here's Shuck. Steps up and he's running with it. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Saints first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Here's a give to Kamara. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground with Kamara. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's 3rd down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Third down, here's Shuck. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons get the football back at their own 30 after that interception and return.
At their own 30-yard line.
And just like that, a very run-focused drive comes to an end that time with an interception.
You know, a lot of times, Kate, when you're finding success running it on a drive, it's because the defense is just waiting for you to throw it. And that's where they're prepared at the time. Sure enough, well, it's not a rush that dooms them, but a pass and an interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And his gain is stopped on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Scoreboard shows 10-7. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at first down here. Play action now for Cousins. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Design quarterback run here. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Here's Cousins. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he'll get this forward to about the 28. Alontae Taylor making the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Throwing on third, Cousins. And the Saints are all over this one. Great work by the defense. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down.
Not the first time you said his name today, Kate. No surprise seeing him add a sack to this total. The same nose to the football that helped him recover a fumble earlier, well, it aided him in the pursuit of the QB, and he nearly forced a fumble of his own on that sack right there.
Zane Gonzalez on to attempt this field goal. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. And after the play, one of the Falcons still out there injured. So we'll get a brief stoppage here as they check on it. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. This will give to Kamara. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker. Now we see after that play, one of the Falcons having some trouble out there. They'll head out to look at him. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. He tries to sneak it. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
Counter give to Kamara. Shoots away from one. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Saints first down.
First down.
Well, that play right there, that one is why linemen, they run the 40, do all the agility tests in their spandex at the combine. Yeah, having fast, agile, big guys up front, it lets them set the table so the running backs can go do their job.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
QB keeps the second down option. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Behind Diablo there on the tackle.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Another run for Kamara. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Tackled by Rook Orororo.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Trying to run for it, Kamara. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Now we'll have a field goal try coming up for the Saints. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. Smith able to put it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Here's Carter on the return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cousins out of the pistol here. Got a man, it's Drake London. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. It's a gain of 22. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. No one open, it looks like, so he's just going to chuck this to a different pair.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. And bring the tight end left. Here he goes, 3rd and long. The left side is caught by Pitts. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's a Falcon first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
We've set it down from 37. 1st and 10, Cousins. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Shotgun snap, will give to Robinson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the third and short.
Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. They sneak it with Cousins. And this defense is going to win this ramp. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up. Come
on, Kate. Put me in. One play, one time. I may have retired back in 04, but I could pick up a couple inches on that sneak. Astounding that call did not turn into a first down. Come on, boys.
For the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by Gonzalez is good. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
Ties the game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Saints send running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Rush coming for Shock. Caught by his back, Kamara. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
So first down from the 41. The tackle, and he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Shot working from the gun. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
On the coverage.
Well, another target there for one of the busiest members of this offense, but this one nearly ended in disaster.
Yeah, kind of become a victim of his own success, right? They're keying on him extensively now, knowing that ball could be headed his way, and that time it should have been a takeaway.
And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 2 here. And that's good for a Saints first down.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Again, Shuck's keeping it. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Completed over the middle. And he takes this to the 38, so it's going to be 3rd and very short.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Shuck running the sneak. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's decision time for the offense after that one. If they're stopping you short on a 3rd down sneak, you better be very careful going for it again.
For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this stays tied here in the 2nd.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say, on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Cousins. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. They get 22 out of that play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Read option on 1st down. He's going to keep it. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Justin Reed with the tackle.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Here's the fake, Cousins to throw. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Ooh, puts some air under this one. Right side. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Bradley Pinion on now to punt. And remember, his first attempt was blocked. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock. So some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll start things off with a run by Kamara. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. We've got a good one so far. We are all tied up, and we have hit our 2-minute warning. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Running back sent in motion. Chuck now from the gun. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. To the air on 3rd and long. Hauled in by Olave, left side. He needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So once again, Kai Kroger out for the punt. D. Alford deep for the Falcons. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
Cousins on 1st down. Finds London on the slant. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Now it's Cousins. Another one here to London. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
10 at the 25-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. They'll run the draw with Robinson. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get him behind the line. That's going to bring up 2nd down. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me these 2 defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Throwing his Cousins. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. That throw intended for Drake London. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
On for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Gonzalez is good. And they've taken back the lead.
Going to feel just a little bit better going into halftime. Anytime you score points right before the final frame, and for the kicker, well, he pays off his teammates' hard work.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. at their own 22-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
25-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Alford now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tackled on the play by Cameron Jordan.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Cousins. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he's going to try to avoid having a second one blocked here. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Here comes the Saints offense. All set to go now from the 35. Here's shot, 1st and 10. That's caught left side by Vele. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Here's a design run. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Saints 1st down. First
They had the
and
first
10 at the
down by a comfortable
47-yard
margin
line.
right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Here's a give inside to Kamara. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets them the first.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Putting a receiver in motion. Trying the air now. Here's Shuck. Free inside the 30. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Kamara. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. To throw, Shuck. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints grab the lead on their first series of the half. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
For the extra point, here's Smith. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints take a 4-point lead.
20, Falcons 16.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. Here's Carter on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now here come the Falcons on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Cousins. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Finds his back, it's Robinson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. Into traffic, complete. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
And the Falcon
First and 10 from the 43. Another carry for Robinson. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
And send a receiver left. From the gun, it's Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. It's a design boot. Complete left side to Robinson. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. They try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Leading 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. They give to Algier from the gun. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Falcons 1st down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
He's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Robinson, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Slot man in motion left. We give here to the motion man. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it as they take him down for a loss.
Henderson on the tackle. Brought down back at the 14-yard line.
Five men in the secondary for the Saints. 3rd down. Throw here. 3rd down. That one complete to Pitts. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Falcons 1st down. 1st and goal, Atlanta.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Cousins. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 3rd quarter lead. Drake London with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons push their lead to 3.
23, Saints 20.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion.
To kick off.
His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Saints send running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. Saints to the line now. First and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. Breaks through and breaks away. And on first down, only gets about a yard here. And the defender there to force him out. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shop working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Kamara gets it on the draw. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
It's 4th down.
Well, good luck sneaking a draw by this defense on 3rd down, Kate. A quicker little run may have brought them a chance to get the 1st down. But with that delay, this defense was all over it.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. Kai Kroger is going to kick this one away. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. The Falcons and Kirk Cousins headed back out to the field now. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. Get some space around midfield. And he gets this down near the 30.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
41 yards on the play. And the Falcons, 1st down.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. And got a nice little gain on the ground.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the 5th time they've gotten their first sack of this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. 3rd and long for him here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll double their lead to 6.
But when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Saints and Chris Olave ready to take over once again on offense. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Shuck. Finds his running back, Aldrick Estime. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
2nd down now, they need 7. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. It's complete. This is Olave. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Off the play action, Chuck. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he has this down to the 34. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's another Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
As long as these are the results
line.
he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Running on 1st, it's Estime. And he scampers ahead for about 4. It's 2nd down now.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
This is Estime on 2nd down. And they find them after just a yard, and it's third down.
He was brought down by Hayden Ellis. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Shuck on third down. Got a man. Bailey has it. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Saints 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Working inside the red zone. And this is going to be a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints get this time before the end of the 3rd. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
The kicker on
for the extra point, here's Smith. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints take the lead on that successful kick.
Falcons 26.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Here's Carter on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Play action now for Cousins. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He's got it inside the 25. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
1st down.
A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Robinson on the inside give. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Staying with Robinson. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. They've got a man in motion. Now Cousins on 3rd and short. Excellent protection, and he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a 4th quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Well, we knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially late in a close game like this. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
Review the play. The ruling on the field stands.
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. Now Cousins leading his Falcons to the line. They're going for two.
The Falcons will line up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. From the pocket, and he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another two more to that lead.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. Return starts at the 9. Showing a little burst so far. And that's out of bounds all the way across the 45, very nearly to midfield.
46-yard line.
The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Chuck now from the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
Now Chuck on 3rd and long. It's a big strike to Hill. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Line up the design keeper. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
10 more yards.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Here's Estime up the middle. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. He'll go again with Estime. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. They send the tight end in motion. 3rd down, here's Shuck. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take a 4th quarter lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. And puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Following the touchdown, Shuck has the offense ready to try to tack on 2 more.
The Saints will line up.
He's going to throw this one. Oh no, the ball is loose! And the Falcons get to it! The tie was just a kick away, Brock. It was just a kick away. Still trailing by 1 now. What do you think? Are they regretting the decision to go for 2?
I think you and I are on the same page. Just by the way you called that, you thought what I thought. Just get this game to overtime. Tie the game. But here's what we don't have. And I think what would be most fascinating is I'd love to hear the coaches that entire drive. I'd love to be on the headsets because I hope for that team's sake it was not a rash decision made in the moment, but a calculated one talked about well before they pulled the trigger.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. Alford now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Falcons, and running back was John Robinson, getting set to begin another drive. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they go with Algier. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Throwing on 3rd, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Great work by the Saints. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a 1-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
They'll bring out the punter here. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He's got it near midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Saints and Tyler Shuck just about ready for their next drive. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, they game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Man in motion here. Here's a handoff to Estimate. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shot to throw. Taken in by Vele, right side. And he's going to be right up against that line that they needed. Make it 3rd and maybe a yard at most from the 34.
Brings up 3rd down.
Shock running the sneak. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Shock. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Shock with a quick toss out wide. And he's brought down after a short gain.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. To throw again here, it's Shock. Finds the in route, complete. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Catch made. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Shock working from the gun. And this is going to be a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints grow the lead to 7. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
For the extra point, here's Smith. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints grow their lead to 8.
Saints 40, Falcons 32.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. Here's Carter on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. The Falcons ready for their next possession. They have a chance to tie this game back up, but they got to get this to the end zone first on a touchdown, and then again on a two-point try. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Cousins now off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
Might be time to reach into the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Out of the gun, Cousins. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
3rd and long, it's Cousins. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
So out now comes the punter. And this will come from just inside his end zone. This is taken at the 44. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Saints and Chris Olave ready to take over once again on offense. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. They send a man in motion. They give inside to Estime. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Estime with another carry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
The tackle made by Jesse Bates. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Now a handoff for Estime. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
A gain of 1. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
This is biggest moment of the game so far. An important field goal try here. This is going to be a tough one. 55 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Alford now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Out of the field runs the Atlanta offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that makes it 3rd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Desperation time here on 4th. He's loaded another one up. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Iona Sanker. And the Saints put together a wonderful return. Gets him back inside the 40 following the interception.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
The New Orleans offense set to go now. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. New set of downs from the 37. On play action, here's Shuck. He can run it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
34-yard line.
2nd down now. They need 7. Quick on this draw. It's Estime. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
He was taken down.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts.
A loss of 1.
May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
8.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They'll motion him out of the backfield. To the air on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
16-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 13. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
13-yard line.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even two defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Second down now, 7 to go. The counter give, Estime. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. This one's caught. And this one doesn't go far. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints leading by 11. A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. Here's Carter on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Gets this one to Tyler Algier. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. To the air, Cousins. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Here he is to throw. Guess who? Pitts has another. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw once again. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. To throw. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the two were not able to reel it in.
Hands are tied. Got to have it on this fourth down. Desperation time here. His running back catches it downfield. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. So it's a win for the Saints. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from New Orleans.